Well, good morning and welcome to the Simple Easy Marketing Podcast. I am Tim Gillette, your host, and welcome to episode number 44. Do you remember in the 1980s, we used to wear these jackets that said members only? Did you have a members only jacket? No, I realize most of my audience, like me, we weren't around in the 80s because we're young pups. We're young kids, right? We don't have the members only. But the members only jacket, yes, I had them in the 80s, and I had three of them. I had one in black, one in red, and one in silver. And I remember because the members only jackets were not cheap. And I remember I was a little more fashion conscious back in the 80s. Is probably because I liked the fashion in the 80s, which probably is why I still dress pretty much like I'm in the 1980s. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Today I want to talk about this idea of members only and members only content. Members only content, members only clubs, members only events. Members only has become one of the newest things out there that you see a lot of people dipping into. For instance, even your TV stations now are doing a members only content where you basically have to buy an app. And you have to pay monthly for this app in order to get the shows you want. Now, you can't help but see this coming. I remember, I think it was the first one was Disney, and everybody's talking about Disney and all the things Disney had. And I'm trying to think, I think like CBS came up with one, and you know what I mean? Now it's Discovery has one, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking everybody's got these members only, and they would put a show on there, but they advertise it on regular TV to make you want to get the app to become part of the members group. What is your opinion on members only? Do you like members only content or do you hate it? Now, some people are looking at this from a perspective of, oh my gosh, I hate that. Well, they just want to get more money from me. Yeah, it's business. They're trying to make a profit. That's just the way it goes. But others are like, I really want to see that show. And for some, they're like a dividing point. Is paying that monthly fee worth the value I'm going to get? For instance, on the television portion, the first questions we ask is if I get that app, is there commercials on there? You see, in the old days when we used to get cable TV, we got cable TV or we got a cable like, HBO package or Showtime because there were no commercials. We can actually get our content and not have to pause it for commercials. Aha. Something that we wanted and when we were willing to pay the extra for just to not have the commercials. Now, I think there's an option on YouTube that you actually can buy an option on YouTube where you actually paid and not be able to see ads in your content. But when it comes to actually getting members-only content, we've created a members-only society. Now, it's kind of strange that if you look at it, that we have a members-only society when we're trying to make everybody all-inclusive, and yet we want everybody to be separate. Anyway, yeah. Whole nother story for a whole nother day. But I was thinking about it last night. There are women's-only groups out there. There are, to put it lightly, there are alcohol and drug addicted groups only. I don't know as I want to be in one because they're Alcoholics Anonymous and Al-Anon or not Al-Anon, I think is the anyway, they're basically people who are users who are trying to get any kind of support to get out of it. Don't know if I want to be in that group, all right? But if I did need that group, I would thank God it was there. And, there's been some men's only clubs. When we think about these clubs that are out there, and we think about what the value is inside of them, say a woman's only business networking. Great, I only want to do business with women, so that's what you do, is you go to a women's only club. Men's only club. Great. I help men do whatever. I'm going to go to a men's only club. There's a lot of things to be said with having to deal with the people you want to deal with and having them separated into pieces, and all you have to do is go to that group to get them. For instance, value was one of the things we talked about. Imagine being so stuck or an addict to something that you want to be part of a club that can help you get out of it. And you get inside that club, like Alcoholics Anonymous. You get inside that club and you realize, I'm not the only one going through this crap. Thank God for these people. They get me. They understand the fact that what the crap is I'm dealing with. It's a great place where there's value in being a member, because there's other people in that community just like you. Now, I'm part of several communities online. Matter of fact, we have a community ourselves, the Simple Easy events community, and then we have an Inner Circle community. But I'm part of the Podcasters Forum, where I will be sharing some stuff tonight. A great community created by my friend Jenny out in Oregon. Part of the Independent Podcasters group. Another great friend of mine in New Jersey, Joe Pardo, created it. I'm part of the Rockstar Marketing family. My good friend Craig Duswalt created a mastermind of people who want to learn to market their businesses, stand out like rock stars, and actually in their lives, rock their life in a way that they really stand out. Part of that community. Every one of the communities I join, they have a value of something. Some of them are monetary. I've got to pay to be part of the club. Some of them are, I can get to be part of it. You know what I mean? If I want to go to another level, I have to invest. And some of them are just basically outright free, and you get to come and be part of it. One of the coolest things I learned along the way was the mastermind type idea. And it's not like I learned this thing from some like great philosopher. Although maybe it was. You see, I read this thing in the Bible, something about, where two or more gathered together. God says he's there. And, for us, many of us don't realize when two or more like minds get together. There's another Bible verse that says, when iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpeneth another. And forgive me if my quote is not exactly right. But the concept is that two people of like mind, when they get together, they are going to actually work towards a common goal. They are going to help each other do it, because they are going to do nothing but share ideas with each other all the time. That's where members only matters. And I get it. Everybody's creating a members only community. You need to pick ones that actually help you grow. There's a lot of people out there who want to join the members only clubs, just like the members only jacket, because they're cool. Cool will be gone someday. What do you have for it? If you're going to join a members only group, I'm going to tell you, there are tons of them out there that you can join for minuscule amount of investment and get maximum of value out of them. I personally recommend that you look into them. Some of these clubs, $7.97, $2.97 a month to join. But the value you're going to get inside them, all right, is way more than what you actually pay in dollar-wise. I try to make that work for our Inner Circle members in our mastermind. We call it the Tim Gillette Inner Circle. And we try to make it so value. So like just last night on our call, we helped somebody put a guideline out. Boom, 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 boom. Do this for sales. That's the greatest part about being a part of a community. It's people helping people. Now, I had some great thing about why you needed to be part of it. And so, whatever. Here's the truth. You all want to belong to something. We all want to be part of something great. There's communities out there that have greatness for you to help. And there's greatness in you that can help create the community. We actually have created along the way, and we help our clients do this exact same thing, is create members only type things. It's not where you're making billions of dollars per customer. It's helping a group of people group coaching, if you want to call it. Having a special place that people can learn special things from you or from your group by members only. I've said over the years, all right, there's 4 things to the content creation game. Number 1, get started. Number 2, create content. Number 3, build community. And number 4, monetize community. You need to be building tons of little communities yourself. It's great to be a member of, like, you know, I'm in Frank Kern's inner circle or network, whatever he calls it now. Cool. But you need to be creating your own community, because there is something that you've learned and done that you can help others and lead. Maybe not on the level like Frank Kern is. We've create members only in the fact that, you know what I mean, if you're subscribed to our podcast, you get a special every 10 episodes, you get a special episode just for you, which is, if you noticed, our episode number today is 44. But yesterday's, if you watched it here live on whatever live channel you were watching it on, it was number 42. Why? It's because episode number 43 is for members only. Those people who are subscribed to Simple Easy Podcast, simpleeasypodcast.com, you can subscribe and actually get it for free. There's no membership fee. Then you find out some bonus material that we've come up with. Now, I'm not going to tell you what yesterday's or what episode 43 was about, because it's for members only. But if you go subscribe, all right, when it's dropped on our audios, because we work in a simple system here. We create the episode on a live stream so we can connect with a live audience every day of the week. That episode is then put up on the YouTube channel the following day. It is a week later, 7 days later to be exact, it is dropped on a podcast, audio only. 14 days later, it is dropped on a blog. Visual, audio, written. Wow. Well, we cover all 3 with one piece of content. And you want to find out things that we share within our community, go to simpleeasypodcast.com. Subscribe. Find out what episode 43 was all about. Personally, I'm going to tell you, as I was in a podcasters group late last night on Clubhouse, which I literally every now and then am figuring out. It's all right. I'm not totally into Clubhouse, but I'm popping in every now and then and connecting with people. And I was in the thing there last night, and it was great to go in there and connect with people, to share ideas about creating content, building communities, making people successful. It's literally what I'm about. I hope this has helped you today. So, let's see if we got any comments here now. I can't see the comments without my glasses. So, hey, do me a favor. So let me do this today. If you have a members only content that you create for your subscribers only, not something that is broadcast out there for the world to find, but members only, just say yes. Tell me where you watched tell me where you watched today's episode from. Hey, I watched it live and I watched it from wherever. I'm creating it live from Dallas, Texas. Just saying. And if you've got some value out of this, go subscribe. SimpleEasyPodcast.com will actually take you to our page where you can subscribe and you can get it dropped down into your podcast every time you want to listen, whether you're in the car or whatever. And lastly, say thanks to those people who help make our podcast possible. Number 1, say thank you by subscribing. Say thank you by sharing. Share this out with your community and say, hey, I got this from this guy. Tell me what you think. Jason's watching live from East Coast of Canada. Hey, Jason, welcome in. Yes, watching live on Facebook. There's our comments coming in. I appreciate you guys. And Facebook user, go to, StreamYard.com/Facebook. Give them permission to show your name over here. And we'd appreciate it because we'd really like to know who you are when you do it. So, but in the meantime, we go, look at this. Jason watching live from Canada. Jason's a cool guy. And Facebook, see, it just comes up Facebook user. I wish I knew your name so I can talk to you personally. But anyway, if this helped you, by all means, share it out. And do me a favor, subscribe to our podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Right now, I think we're trying to grow our YouTube channel. We'd love to get to, we're growing. We'd love to get it to 200. Our next goal is getting 200 subscribers on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Tim Gillette, where you can catch all of our podcasts put into video form. And by any chance you want to find out more about how we help people in the community we have, go to simpleeasyevents.com, simpleeasyevents.com, where we host a monthly event for members only, and it's $20, one-time investment, $20. You get to join for life. Probably the best $20 investment you'll ever make, and 10 of it is going to go to our monthly charity. The charity every month thanks you for your $10 donation. We appreciate you and appreciate you stopping by and talking to us here. In Idaho, oh my gosh, I miss Susie. Susie, I want to give you a hug. I miss you so much. I love it. She's a great, great person. Go check out Susie Fabricini. I know I said it wrong, but one of these days I'm going to get her on my Tim Gillette Show podcast, and we're going to hang out again as we do. She's a very wise person in real estate, and she does have a members-only group. She's a smart one on that. That's why you need to check out these people. Anyway, I'm Tim Gillette, your host with the Simple Easy Marketing Podcast. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode. In the meantime, have a great day, guys. Gillette.